There comes a time in every person's life when they must pause and reflect on what truly defines them. We often look in the mirror and see only our past mistakes, our regrets, and our painful memories. But Stoic wisdom reminds us that our past is not who we are. We are something more powerful than our history. We are what we choose today, in this moment, right now. Let this simple but profound truth guide you toward a new sense of freedom and hope. Stoicism reminds us that we are rational beings with the power of choice. You can choose to be kind instead of angry. You can choose to be brave instead of afraid. You can choose to forgive instead of holding on to bitterness. You can choose to grow instead of shrinking away from challenge. Every moment, you have a decision. You can either react automatically to old patterns, or you can step back and respond with wisdom. The Stoics call this the gift of reason. It means you are not a prisoner of impulse or habit. Even if your past trained you to expect failure or pain, you can train yourself to see hope and possibility. You are the artist of your own life. Each day is a blank canvas. Your choices are the paintbrush, and your values are the colors. You can craft a better self by shaping better thoughts and habits. This is not just an idea. It is a truth proven by thousands of people who have turned their lives around. From the depths of addiction, from broken families, from poverty and hardship, people have chosen to rise. You can do the same. You do not need anyone's permission to become new. You only need your own courage. Epictetus said, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them." This means you are free to change your judgments, and in changing those, you change your entire life. You can be strong. You can be peaceful. You can be joyful. And all of these begin with a choice that is yours to make. Lesson 1. Your past doesn't define you. Your past is simply a record of events. It is not a prison. The mistakes you made, the failures you endured, the heartbreaks you suffered, these things happened, but they are not your entire story. Stoicism teaches that we must look at the past with a clear eye. We should acknowledge it without letting it shape our worth. The Stoics believed that what matters is what you do from this moment on. Even if you failed 1,000 times, you still have today. Today, you can choose differently. Today, you can rise above what once pulled you down. Your past is like a footprint in the sand. It shows where you have been, but it does not control where you will go next. You are not the sum of your errors. You are the sum of the choices you make today, in this breath, in this heartbeat. You are free to release your grip on painful memories. When you see the past as a teacher, you no longer fear it. It becomes a story you can learn from, rather than a weight you must carry forever. Stoicism is about taking responsibility for your current self, not about punishing yourself for your younger self. Each day, you have a chance to begin again. No matter what you did or what happened to you, it does not get to define your worth or your potential. You are not your scars. You are not your regrets. You are a living, thinking being who can act with reason and virtue. Let go of the idea that you are stuck. You are never stuck. You can move forward, and you can shape yourself again and again with each choice you make. Lesson 2. You can choose who you become. You are not carved in stone. Your character, your thoughts, your habits, all of these can be changed. That is the power of being human. Lesson 3. Mistakes are lessons, not labels. Mistakes feel heavy. They can haunt you and whisper that you are a failure. But Stoicism teaches that mistakes are only information. They do not mean you are worthless or doomed. A mistake is simply an event that shows you what does not work. Like a scientist in a lab, you test ideas and sometimes they fail. That is learning. That is growth. If you spill water, you learn to hold the cup tighter next time. If you trust the wrong person, you learn to see warning signs. You are not the mistake. You are the one who grows from it. Stoics see mistakes as chances to train virtue. Maybe you lost your temper, then next time you can practice patience. Maybe you wasted time, then next time you can practice focus. Life is one long exercise of becoming wiser. Your mistakes are valuable because they teach you what to do differently. You are not defined by the worst thing you ever did. You are defined by how you respond. Do you give up, or do you rise? Stoicism says to rise. Get up, dust yourself off. Do not label yourself with the past. You are never fixed as bad or broken. You are capable of learning and improving every single day. The shame you feel about mistakes only lasts if you hold on to it. Release it. Replace it with the knowledge you gained. You are wiser now. You are stronger now. You know better, and you will do better. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that nature does not make mistakes, and you are part of nature. You are meant to learn, not to remain stuck in guilt. Your mistakes belong to yesterday. Today belongs to your future. Keep moving forward. Lesson 4. Growth comes from letting go. If you keep holding the weight of yesterday, your hands will never be free to grasp tomorrow. Stoicism reminds us that clinging to the past prevents growth. Letting go is an act of courage. It is an act of freedom. Many people think letting go means forgetting, but that is not true. Letting go means releasing the power that the past holds over you. You do not erase your memories. You simply choose not to let them control your mind or emotions. This is what growth looks like. You accept what happened, and then you ask yourself, what can I do now? That simple question breaks the chain. You stop living in old anger. You stop feeding old grief. You let yourself grow. A tree does not hold on to its dead leaves. It lets them fall so that new leaves can grow. You are the same. You must let the dead parts of your past fall away so that you can blossom. Stoicism says that what is outside your control is not worth worrying about. The past is completely outside your control. You cannot change a single second of it, so let it go. You have the power to act right now, today. That is what matters. Growth is not about ignoring the past. It is about learning from it and then freeing yourself. It takes strength to move on, but that strength grows each time you practice it. Let go of the identity that no longer fits you. Let go of the stories that no longer serve you. Stand tall and stretch toward new possibilities. You will find that as you release what weighs you down, you become lighter, clearer, and more alive. Lesson 5. Focus on your present self. This moment is all you truly have. The past is gone. The future is not here yet. So where should your energy live? In the present? Stoicism teaches that the present is the only place where you have power. You can think. You can speak. You can act. Everything happens right now. Stoicism says you are not chained to your past path. You are free to move in a new direction. The mistakes you made do not lock you in. The habits you built can be changed. The dreams you buried can be revived. The future belongs to those who take action now. That means you. No matter how dark the past feels, the future is always unwritten. You can write it differently. You can make it brighter. It will not be easy, but it will be worth it. Each day, you can take a small step toward a better future. You can change your thinking. You can change your behavior. You can build new skills. You can find new relationships. Every single one of these changes shapes the future. The Stoics would remind you that fate is a mixture of what happens to you and how you respond. You cannot control every event, but you can always control your mindset. That power alone can change everything. You can step into tomorrow with a stronger heart. You can prepare yourself to face challenges. You can build hope brick by brick through your choices. It does not matter where you started. It matters where you go next. Take comfort in knowing that the future is never fully fixed. You can leave behind a past that hurt you. You can dream bigger dreams. You can change directions. You are free to do this because the future is still unwritten. That is your gift. When you keep your mind focused on the present, you become strong. You become centered. You stop being pulled by the regrets of yesterday or the fears of tomorrow. You anchor yourself to the power of today. Your present self is not a prisoner of your past self. Each day you get to begin again. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, concentrate every minute on doing what's in front of you. That is the Stoic mindset. It frees you. It sharpens your decisions. You stop wasting energy on what cannot be changed, and you use that energy to build something better now. Focus on the person you want to be in this moment. Be kind now. Be strong now. Be wise now. One small decision after another creates an entirely different life. If you practice this, you will see how powerful the present can be. You will feel less regret. You will feel less anxiety. You will feel more alive. You will realize that the past is just a story and the future is just a possibility. But today is real. Today is yours. So give your best effort to this moment. Bring your full attention here. That is how you shape your identity in the best possible way. Lesson 6. The future is open for change. The future is an open field. It has not been planted yet. You can decide what seeds to sow. Lesson 7. Embrace new beginnings. Every morning is a chance to start fresh. You are not the same person you were yesterday. You are older. You are wiser. You know a little more. That means every sunrise is a new beginning. The Stoics loved this idea because it gave them hope. They knew that the past might have left scars, but today can bring healing. You do not need to repeat old patterns. You do not need to live under the same fears. You can choose to live differently. New beginnings can be scary. They push you into the unknown, but they are also full of possibilities. You can meet new people. You can learn new things. You can try new habits. That is how you grow. That is how you build a new identity. Think of nature again. A flower that was closed yesterday may open today. You are like that flower. You can bloom. Stoicism teaches that change is a part of life. Fighting it only creates pain. Accepting it gives you peace. When you see new beginnings as natural, you will feel braver. You will understand that change is not your enemy. Change is the path to a better life. Take the lessons from your past, hold them gently, and then step forward. Try something different. You do not need to carry the same burdens. You can set them down and walk on with a lighter heart. You deserve a new chapter. The page is blank. Write something hopeful on it. Let today be the day you give yourself permission to begin again. That is what Stoicism would call true freedom. Lesson 8. You are more than your history. You are not only the collection of things that happen to you. You are more than your circumstances. You are more than your disappointments. You are more than what other people say about you. You are a living soul with the power to change, to grow, to forgive, to love, to start over. That is what makes you amazing. The Stoics remind us that the only thing that truly belongs to you is your mind. No one can take that away. Your thoughts, your values, your character, these are yours to shape. History cannot chain them down. No one else can write them for you. You decide who you are. You decide what you stand for. You decide how you act. That is your freedom. You might have gone through terrible trials. You might have been hurt or lost. But that does not mean you must remain there. You can rise above it. You can be better than what happened to you. You can be greater than the mistakes you made. Your history is only one chapter. It is not the entire book. There are pages ahead, waiting for your words. There is a story left to write, and you hold the pen. Remember that when you doubt yourself, you are more than your childhood. You are more than your heartbreak. You are more than your failures. You are a human being with the power of reason and virtue. That is what Stoicism calls the greatest gift. Use it to build a life you are proud of. You do not have to let your history define you. You can use it as inspiration to become wiser and kinder. But you can also move beyond it. That is true strength. Lesson 9. Forgive your past self. One of the hardest things to do is to forgive yourself. You remember all the times you hurt others. You remember the things you said and wish you could take back. You remember the dreams you abandoned. These memories can sting, but Stoicism shows a path forward. You must look at your past self with compassion. Understand that you were doing the best you could with what you knew then. Maybe you were afraid. Maybe you were lost. Maybe you did not have the wisdom you have today. That is part of being human. We are imperfect. We are learners. We make mistakes. And that is all right. You cannot keep punishing yourself for being human. Forgive your past self. Thank them for surviving. Thank them for trying. Because without those experiences, you would not be the person you are now. You have grown because of those struggles. You have become stronger because of those storms. Self-forgiveness is a gift. It frees you to move forward. If you do not forgive yourself, you stay chained to the past. You carry a weight that slows you down. Forgiveness does not mean you approve of what you did. It means you accept it, you learn from it, and you let it go. Stoicism is about acceptance of what is outside your control. The past is outside your control, but your attitude is always yours to command. Choose forgiveness. Choose to see yourself with kind eyes. You are still learning. You are still becoming. That is a beautiful thing. Let the past rest. Give yourself permission to live. Lesson 10. Create your new identity. You can be reborn at any moment. You can choose a new identity that reflects your highest values. That is the Stoic path. You do not need to cling to an identity built on pain. You do not need to keep replaying the same story. You can rewrite it. You can decide who you want to be. Maybe you want to be more loving. Maybe you want to be more disciplined. Maybe you want to be more courageous. Then live that way. Take small steps every day. Build habits that match your chosen identity. Speak words that match it. Think thoughts that match it. Over time, you will become it. There is no magic trick. It is daily effort, guided by reason. Epictetus reminded us that no one can stop us from becoming better. Only we can stop ourselves. That means you have power. Use it. Leave behind the labels you do not want. Tear them up. Write new ones. You can call yourself strong. You can call yourself wise. You can call yourself forgiving. And then prove those labels through your actions. Your identity is like clay. Mold it. Shape it. Be patient with it. Growth takes time, but it happens if you keep showing up. Each day is a new chance to sculpt a better self. That is why the past cannot define you, because you can always create again. This is the greatest hope Stoicism offers. You are free to change. You are free to grow. You are free to build a life worthy of your deepest dreams. Begin today. Your new identity is waiting.